Kelsey, we are here for another incredible episode of Marvelous Movie Trivia. I'm not used to seeing myself with the fresh baby face because I've had a beard for the past month. But we are here with speaking of a baby face versus a heel. That's what we call them in wrestling terms. But basically, good guy versus evil. And the winner takes on an even bigger evil later on. We'll film in a few days. A match against Stacy, who had this miraculous turn in the last. Or two trivia matches ago, where she said, "I'm done with the feisty Phoenix. I'm the Dark Phoenix, and I want the winner of Matt and Corey." So, Stacy, in a few days, we're recording these both different days, but we're gonna, obviously air these the same day. But Stacy's gonna take on whoever wins his first match. Are you excited? Are you looking forward to this epic kind of winner plays the winner type mentality here? Like, is this a lot of pressure just because we've never done something like this? How are you feeling going into this match?
Honestly, Jill, I'm really excited. I don't know what the outcome could be. I feel like Matt, Corey, they're pretty both, equally as knowledgeable. You could put your eggs in either basket here, and God only knows what's going to happen. I think it's all going to come down to the wheel because, that wheel of,
Usually
of
does.
fate comes for us all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
And what's so interesting is that, both guys have won one, have lost one. So they both kind of tasted defeat. They've tasted victory. The only opposite is that Corey started with a win and then lost to JD. And Corey's win was against Stacy. So Corey, if he wins this, he'll have two wins. He'll be coming off of a loss, so it'll be an extra high, and he'll get to play the person that, he beat the first time, which is pretty fun if you're, 2-1 looking to play someone. You want to play someone that you've already beat. And then Matt has an interesting trajectory. He started with a loss to someone who no longer plays in the league, me, and then he went on to beat Zach. Which is very interesting. Oh wait, it's the other way around, isn't it? Matt is correcting me down below. Zach beat Matt, and then Matt beat me. I beat Zach. I'm getting all these confused because all these competitors are so good. Thank you, Matt, for being here and for correcting me down below. Everyone watching, you guys can't see, but Matt is down below. He's like, other way around. I was just taking all the credit when I shouldn't have. But he's coming off of a win against me because I suck. And Matt is riding that high. So it's going to be interesting seeing someone coming off of a loss versus someone coming off of a win. Mattfisto, sorry, since the name's not Matt, it's Mattfisto being kind of the pseudo heel in this match. And then Corey being kind of the face, the superhero in this match. And then the bigger heel being the Dark Phoenix lurking above all. And we, of course, will see the winner of this match play her in a few days. So that's very exciting. But all in all, Kelsey, if you had to pick one, who do you got?
Oh, God, you're going to make me pick? Just because Matt was just so lovely to me during our last trivia match. He was just constantly shouting out my TikToks, just being the above all, going above and beyond to be a friend for me in the last match. I'll go Mattfisto. This one's for you, Matt.
Well, I'm going to balance it out. I'm going to say Corey just because I want to see that Corey Stacy rematch. So we both got stock in the game. We'll never dogpile on one competitor. Don't worry. But let's bring in those competitors. Let's get rid of this little border thing because it's not about us. You don't need to see our social media. You need to see these faces coming into the ring. Starting off first with a record of 1 win and 1 defeat. It is Corey. Boom. You looking for this? Ross. Corey, how are you doing?
Doing good. Dylan, you got to be less down on yourself, man. You are a great competitor, man.
I was past tense. But Corey, you're the competitor today. You're taking on Mattfisto, who you've never played, but you might, if you win this, get a shot against Stacy. How do you feel knowing that rematch is on the line and just knowing that you're facing someone who has come off of a win? Does that scare you, considering the person you played is now playing for a number 1 contender? JD, how do you feel about that?
Nah, I'm feeling confident in my knowledge. I lost that last match because I tried brute forcing it and didn't play the game. So we're here to play the game this time.
Nice.
And once we combine the knowledge and the gamesmanship, we're going up.
Cool. All right.
We're going up.
I like that. I like that strategy.
Yeah. So now we're bringing in his opponent, also with a record of 1-1. It is the man they call Mattfisto. Matt. Oh God.
Right off the bat.
It's written on enough bathroom stalls. You didn't need to shove it in my face.
Wow.
Mattfisto, how you doing? Are you looking forward to this match against Corey? You're coming off a win against yours truly. I'm sorry I made that mistake. I just can't remember who's beat who. I know I won against someone unexpected, so I wasn't sure if it was you or Zach. But you beat Zach. You lost to Zach. You beat me. See, I'm getting it all confused again. Matt, why don't you talk?
Yes, I did beat you, and yes, Zach beat me, but that was a fluke. I really would like to show what a fluke was. Hello, Kelsey.
Hi, Matt.
How are you? I'm
Oh my
great.
gosh, I'm doing so well.
Oh, good.
Mattfisto.
Shut up, Dylan. Kelsey.
Some maniacal favoring, Matt.
Oh,
Hey,
wow. I
She
see how it is.
She recognizes greatness when she sees it, and you can't fault her for that. Cause 13. Go subscribe to that TikTok. It's lovely.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Well, let's
you.
just get to this match because we have a lot to get to in the next few days. The winner is going to have a very little time before they have to play Stacy this month, and it's going to be very fun. And Stacy has had her own heel turn, so I'm excited, Mattfisto, to see if that heel nature matches hers because she was dropping F-bombs galore. I don't expect you to do that because I hear your kids in the background, but you never know. And Corey, obviously, being the face in this match. It's a real hero versus villain battle, and I'm excited to get to it. Kelsey, are you excited to get to it?
Oh, I sure am, Dill.
Great, then let's get to the rules of round one. Why don't we? The rules of round one, the players will be asked 10 questions in the realm of the MCU. 10 whole questions. Players will be allowed 15 seconds to think about their answer, write down their answer, and then maybe draw a little picture if you have time. Actually, don't do that because I don't want that to distract from the competitiveness. Players will reveal their answers spoken and written aloud. I just swapped those words, whatever. You guys know the rules. Each question's worth a point. Competitor gets all 10 questions. We'll be asked a bonus question. We've never had a bonus question asked. Maybe this will be the first time ever. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times. Players have 3 time heists. If you want more time, Ant-Man will take you back to the quantum realm and give you a repeat on that question. And if you want a Mjolnir, if you want to throw that hammer into the ring, the hammer in Thor: Love and Thunder was very moody, very temperamental. So it might need to be thrown in there. Feel included, feel a part of it. If you would like to challenge something, you can always throw that hammer in there. So Mattfisto, I ask you, are you ready?
No, but whatever.
Okay. Corey, boom, you looking for this Ross. Are you ready?
To Valhalla.
Kelsey?
Let the marvelous movie match begin.
Ding, ding. There we go. 0-0. Here we go. Kelsey, question number 1. Take it away.
Question number 1 in the category of Phase 1. What is the name of Jane Foster's intern who we meet in Thor?
We need a first and a last name for this one because it is, I think, a popular enough name where you require both, even though I believe they're the only one of their kind. Great character, though. Love it. I know it's Phase 1, but I loved her in the most recent, one of the series that we recently got. But, oh, shoot. I don't know if that was a hint, but it's the first question. It doesn't matter. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mattfisto, what do you got?
I blanked. Kat Dennings.
You got the actress.
Darcy Lewis.
That is correct. So Corey goes up 1-0 here, but it is still very, very early, so no need to fret. Mattfisto, continuing with question 2 in the realm of Phase 2. What is the first MCU film released in Phase 2? So it's like movie release dates, except we're not giving the year. We're giving the sequential order, which is important. We've never asked a question like this, so let's see if they get it.
Do you like this movie, Dill?
I was going to say, I don't think I should say whether I like it or not because, we've
that'll
expressed
give
our
too much
opinions on
away.
These movies. Yeah, I think it'll give
Sure,
away. 5,
you're right.
4, just make sure we see your hands, Corey. 3, 2, 1, and Corey, what do you have?
Iron Man 3.
And Matt?
Iron Man 3.
They are both correct,
Nice.
and that is my favorite Phase 2 film. That's why I didn't want to say it, because it is excellent. So moving on to question 3. Kelsey, take it away.
Question 3 in the category of Phase 3. What is the name of the Cree inhabited planet Carol Danvers lives on as Veers in Captain Marvel?
Veers. I don't know how to pronounce it. Kelsey, you're muted, by the way.
I always thought that it was Veers. Well, there's a lot of commotion going on. I didn't want to to distract our competitors. Like,
That's okay. It's New York City. There's always going to be noise. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Mattfisto. What do you got?
Creeland.
Good answer. That is not the answer we're looking for. Corey, do you have it?
Did not have it.
So the perfect rounds are out the door. That's okay. It is Hala. H-A-L-A is the answer we are looking for. Moving on to question 4 in the realm of the Avengers. Matt, do you want to take a sec or are you good? All right. Yep, just let Matt address his family because we love his family, but we also love Matt and we want to make sure he has some clear focus for this match and this question.
Sorry, my children were singing a jaunty tune. So.
Oh, I love jaunty tunes. This question, maybe these characters listened to jaunty tunes when they were younger, because we're talking in the realm of the Avengers. According to Avengers: Age of Ultron, how old were Wanda and Pietro when their parents were killed? These jaunty little kids. Singing these jaunty little tunes. Actually, that was a perfect segue. All the children in the background of Matt's stream kind of segueing us to a question about kids. It's pretty awesome.
There we go.
How that works.
These
I was just going to say these questions get harder as the competitors win more. So this is a tough round. 5, 4. Kelsey, what were you going to ask me? 3.
If you had any jaunty tunes from childhood.
Yeah, I have a few. And Corey, what do you got?
Just a shot in the dark, 12 years old.
So close, that is incorrect. Matt, what do you got?
I did 10. I bet it's 11.
And you're right, Matt. That is 10.
That is correct.
It is a tie game 2-2. Matt ties it up. Mattfisto ties it up. He's way too smiley for a heel, but I'll take it because that was a really good pull.
No, I love it when I crush a good guy under my heel.
Mm.
There you go. Kelsey, take it away with question 5 in your favorite category.
Question number 5, category Who Said It? What funny friend can be heard saying, "Look at that girl. She's writing a research paper on a bus. That is exactly the daughter my mom wishes came out of her vagina."
Wow, the language. We're getting X-rated here on Marvelous Movie Mondays.
Hey, it's anatomy, Dill. All right, it's anatomically.
We're not seeing it.
Not
seeing it. We're just hearing it. It's fine.
For sure. That's not that kind of podcast. We're not showing it. No.
I'll say it out loud just to even it out. Penis. There we go. All right, 5, 4.
Will you repeat the question?
2, and that is Matt's.
Sure.
I bet I wouldn't have had to burn one. It looked like Corey was about to do it.
And Kelsey, you can repeat that question.
All righty. Question number 5. Who said it? What funny friend can be heard saying, "Look at that girl. She's writing a research paper on a bus. That is exactly the daughter my mom wishes came out of her vagina."
And here we only really need the first name. I don't even know the last name, but you're welcome to just put the first name.
I don't know her last name either, Dill.
Yeah, it's probably out there somewhere. But the first name's enough if you want to specify the film as well, just to clarify which one you're talking about. Fine. I don't know how many of them there are in this universe. 5, 4. Hope that didn't give away too much. 3, 2. But we want it to be fair. 1. And Matt, what do you got?
Aquafina.
Oh, you had the right actress, wrong character. Corey, what do you got?
Katie from Shang-Chi.
That is enough for a point right there. 3-2. This is a very difficult first round, and you guys are keeping pace with one another. I'm very impressed. Moving on to question 6 in the realm of villains. In Avengers, villains is the category. In Avengers Infinity War, after Thanos uses the Reality Stone on Nowhere, what shoots out of Peter Quill's gun? Another heartbreaking moment, if you will.
Oh, for sure.
The build-up, not the payoff.
No, yeah. Oh, my God.
Peter Quill. I mean, we could have a whole 2-hour podcast just about Peter Quill in that movie.
Yeah, we don't talk about Peter Quill in Infinity War on this podcast, okay?
Nope. 5.
There's
4,
slander. Peter Quill
3,
slander only.
2, 1. Corey, what do you got?
Bubbles.
Oh, cute. Yes.
I drew some little bubbles.
I was going to say,
nice.
the drawing's very cute, Corey. Thank
Bubbles.
you. And no drawing there, but that is correct answer. 4-3. Corey still maintaining his 1-point lead, but Mattfisto keeping it very close as we move on to question 7.
Question number 7. Sorry, that's me, I realized. Okay. In the category of Disney Plus, in Moon Knight, what is the name of the god Arthur Harrow is the avatar for?
Avatar, pretty big in the news. They just released it back in theaters. It's already smashing records again.
Like the first one?
Yeah, because they have new technology now. So he's like, yo, let's put it in IMAX 3D and use all this cool new high frame rate shit. And I'm very excited to see it because it looks
I'll be
awesome.
honest, still, I haven't seen this movie, and the more we talk about it, the less I want to. I'm just
Avatar?
so over it.
2?
Yeah.
One?
They
It's been
seem
10
so
yeah.
they seem so full of themselves.
We'll get
I'm
into
just
it
over
later. Mattfisto.
I don't know. I don't know if this is how you spell it or if this is even the god, but it is one of the gods, the Khonshu.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Corey, what do you got?
Don't have it.
Kelsey, what was the answer we were looking for?
We were looking for Amit.
Khonshu
Amit.
is Moon Knight's god, right?
Yes.
If you put a D in front of that, that becomes damn it. Because damn, you guys missed that, but it's okay because it's fairly new, and you guys are still 1 point within one another. Moving on to question 8. Spider-Man is a category. It's going to be one of the 3 Spider-Man films. Let's see which one it is. It's Spider-Man Far From Home. After finding Peter in a tulip field in the Netherlands, how does Happy convince Peter that he is the real Happy? And you don't have to necessarily be word for word. Just if you can explain it in some sort of, we're looking for just a few keywords. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah. Jill, I was surprised you didn't change this question.
Well, you know what?
When
It was so interesting and unique that I was like, you know what? They have the full 15 seconds to write it down. Why not make it a little bit more
writing a novel?
Thinker. Yeah. I know.
Chapter 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Corey, what do you got?
Peter rented adult films in Civil War.
Yeah,
we'll take that.
That is correct.
We did the adult film Peter renting part. Mattfisto, what do you got?
I didn't have it.
All right, that's okay. The actual answer we were specifically looking for is he tells Peter about the time he caught him renting an adult movie while they were in Germany together in Civil War. So that is a very long answer, but Corey, you did have it. So moving on to question number 9.
Question number 9. In the category of new releases, according to America Chavez in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, what food can you get in every multiverse?
I'm glad that this is like the food you can get in every multiverse. I'm glad it's not like porridge and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I don't like eating porridge in this multiverse. Never mind others.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt, what do you got?
Pizza Papa always gets paid.
That's
There
correct.
it is.
And Corey, what do you got?
Pizza. We
There you
got
go.
some art.
Another great art piece right there. 6-4. Corey still has his 2-point lead as we go into the final question in round 1. In the realm of actors and actresses, I don't know why I pronounced it like that. Who plays Kingo, the Eternal, best known for his Bollywood career in Eternals? Another great performance, another great character. A film I will say is great. Not everyone agrees. Specifically,
I love that film, Dill. Why would you even say that to me?
Well, because I knew Chad would be in the comments telling me that he doesn't like it if I said everyone loves it. Because he is the person I know that likes it the least, but it's okay because we all have opinions and that's okay. I feel the same way about Thor: Love and Thunder. So 5,
I will defend
4,
Eternals
3,
until I die.
2, 1. So you could say you could defend it eternally. Corey, what do you got?
Kumail Nanjiani, the CTO of Pied Piper.
We didn't need that second part, but that's very interesting. That is correct. Matt, what do you got?
Kumail Nanjiani.
That is
Amazing.
correct. And so with that, we have a 2-point game. How close this is. Corey with 7 points, Matt with 5. This is as close as it gets in a round 1. So we are now moving on to the wheel round. How the wheel round will work. Each player will spin the wheel to determine a category. You're allowed to respin, but if you respin, you must take what it lands on if it spins again. Iron Man is spinner's choice. I'm Inevitable is opponent's choice. There will be 5 questions, and players will have 15 seconds to speak their answers aloud. Questions are worth 2 points, but if you're not confident or you would just like to hear options to make it easier on yourself, you can narrow it down to 1 point, and you will get multiple choice. You'll get 4 options. The other competitor can steal if the answer given is incorrect, and players must keep their hands on screen at all times. Matt, you have 2 time heists left. Corey, you have all 3, and you each have a Mjolnir still left to use if you feel the need to. So, Corey, you are in the lead right now. So I will ask you, would you like to spin first or second?
I'll spin first.
Great. So let me get the Wheel up here first. There we go. And we're spinning. Are we spinning? There we are. Hold on. Okay,
Is that
there
the
we go.
spin?
That was a spin, I guess. Villains. Corey, would you like to keep villains or would you like to respin?
I'll do villains.
All right, so Corey is going to keep villains. Let me just remove that from the stream. All right, Kelsey, would you like to ask these questions in villains?
Sure thing, Dill.
Awesome.
All right. All right, here's question number 1 in the category of villains. What California city is Eric Killmonger Stevens from in Black Panther?
Oakland.
That is correct. Great job. Question number 2. How many times has Frank Grillo appeared in the role of Brock Rumlow within the MCU?
Just make sure we can see your hands, Corey.
I'm just writing down.
Yeah, I figured you were writing, but, some evil people might be typing when they put their hands off screen, so I'm just making sure. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check now.
Oh, okay. Yep, multiple choice. Kelsey?
Alrighty. Is it A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5?
B3.
That is
correct
correct for 1
Nice.
point.
Playing it safe with multiple choice, a very good strategy. Corey, playing the game this time. We love to see it. Question 3.
Question number 3. What is Hela, Thor's sister, who we meet in Thor Ragnarok, the goddess of?
Death.
That is correct. Question number 4. Who plays Ulysses Claw, the vibranium dealer, who appears in Avengers Age of Ultron and Black Panther?
Andy Serkis.
That is
Yep,
also correct.
That is correct.
And last but not least, question number 5. Throughout Captain America Civil War, Zemo asks for a mission report from what date in 1991?
Check down.
Multiple choice. All right.
Is it A, December 16th, B, September 15th, C, November 14th, or D, December 15th?
A, December 16th.
That is correct.
That is correct for 1 point. Corey taking his lead to 10, 15-5, which puts us in an interesting position because if Matt gets a perfect round here, he will tie it up, which makes it always so fascinating. So Mattfisto, here is your spin.
Those are some wonderful round 1 questions that you got, but
you know what? I'll say this: December 15th. I don't think anyone would have pulled without multiple choice, but who knows?
I would
Matt.
have.
Oh well, there you go, Matt. Well, let's see. Would you like phase 1?
I'm going to keep it. Yeah.
All right, so Matt going with phase 1, making it very easy. No respins here today. So in phase 1, I will be asking the questions here in phase 1 to you, Mattfisto. In The Incredible Hulk, what New York City neighborhood do the Abomination and the Incredible Hulk square off in at the end of the film?
Multiple choice. I'm never going to get that.
Is it A, Harlem, B, Tribeca, C, Chinatown, or D, Soho?
Soho.
That is incorrect. So, Corey, for the 1 point steal. In The Incredible Hulk, what New York City neighborhood do the Abomination and the Incredible Hulk square off in at the end of the film? Is it A, Harlem, B, Tribeca, C, Chinatown, or D, Soho?
A, Harlem.
For 1 point, that is correct. Corey taking the lead to 11 as we move on to question 2. You'll find the characters of Jim Morita, Heinz Kruger, and Gabe Jones in what Phase 1 MCU film?
Captain America, the First Avenger.
For 2 points, that is correct. And moving on to question 3. What is the name of the frost giant's relic that is captured by the Asgardians and stored in Odin's vault in the prologue of 2011's Thor? and 5. 4.
Can you repeat that?
Yep, that is your second repeat. You only have one left for the match, just FYI. What is the name of the Frost Giant's relic that is captured by the Asgardians and stored in Odin's vault in the prologue of 2011's Thor?
I may be so wrong about this, but I cannot get Tesseract out of my brain. Is it the Tesseract?
That is incorrect. So moving to Corey for the 2-point steal, not a bad guess. What is the name of the Frost Giant's relic that is captured by the Asgardians and stored in Odin's vault in the prologue of 2011's Thor?
Am I allowed to check down or no?
You are not, unfortunately, because Matt did not. So you're going for broke here. And that might be a good strategy point on Matt's end because this seems to have stumped both of you.
It's not like the permafrost, is it?
That is also incorrect. We're looking for the Casket of Ancient Winters. The Casket of Ancient Winters.
Yeah.
It is there. It's in the Wikipedia blurb. That's it.
That's something. That's a thing.
All right, Matt.
The cold thing. The cold thing.
Yep, that was the December 16th question of this round. Matt, in what Phase 1 film do we first hear about the 10 Rings?
Phase 1 film do we first hear about the 10 Rings? Oh, Iron Man.
That is correct for 2 points. I know that's like a kind of one of those questions that seems a lot trickier than it really is. And now, question 5. How many Academy Awards was Iron Man nominated for?
One.
That is incorrect. So, Corey, for the 2-point steal, how many Academy Awards was Iron Man nominated for?
3.
You guys were both saddling the answer. It was 2. Straddling the answer. Sorry,
I wasn't sure if it got 2 sound ones.
editing. It was sound editing and visual effects. So it did not get sound mixing. Surprisingly,
that's I was banking on sound mixing.
So after that, Matt still keeping it pretty close at 16-9. Matt keeping it at a 7-point deficit. Well, it's a lot closer than the 10-point deficit, but both tricky round twos. The wheel obviously hit or miss, but you guys both navigated it very well. So we're moving on to round 3. In the round 3, the players will choose 3 numbers at random out of 15, which will correlate to 3 predetermined categories. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. First question will be worth 2 points, which is mild difficulty. The second question will be worth 3 points, which is medium difficulty. And the third question will be worth 5 points, which is hard difficulty. Player with the most points at the end will win, unless it is tied, which is possible here. Then a sudden death showdown will occur. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times. Matt, you have 1 time heist left, and Corey, you have all 3, and you, of course, each have a Mjolnir. So this is for all the glory to face off against Stacy. Corey, which 3 numbers would you like from 115?
3, 6, 9.
3, 6, 9. Keeping it easy there with the multiples of 3. Matt, what would you like?
7, 10, 13.
7, 10, 13. Sounds good. So I will be continuing to ask Matt's questions, starting with category 7, which correlates to scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness after working with Sam Raimi on his original Spider-Man films?
Danny Elfman.
That is correct for 2 big points. Now for 3 points to continue the stretch and to keep himself alive in the match. It is category 10, which correlates to new releases. What is the nickname of frequent Sam Raimi collaborator Bruce Campbell's food vendor in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness?
Pizza Papa always gets paid. Pizza Papa.
That is correct. Pizza Papa. That's just how the odds work. That's where luck can be on your side, because Matt said that answer earlier in the match. Probably would have been a lot harder for people who don't love Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell as much as the 3 of us do, and Kelsey as well, I imagine, loves Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, I'd like to be included.
Well, I didn't know if you were an Evil Dead stan. I don't know. But yes, we're moving on now to question the 5-pointer for Matt to send it back to Corey and make Corey answer some questions. The 5-pointer is coming into category 13, which is villains. All right. I'm going to give you 25 seconds, not 15, to answer this one, just because it requires some thinking, and feel free to write it down. But here we go. The 5-pointer. In what order does Thanos collect the Infinity Stones? In what order? Sorry, I won't repeat it because I'm not technically allowed to without a repeat, but there we go. I'll give you some time to think about it.
This is a good question, Dill.
I know, because it's very gettable. One. It's gettable if you think through the process of stuff, but it is still a 5-pointer because all it takes is one wrong order, and there you go. So, and you also have to know which stone is which is also the hard part.
Right.
And 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
2. Yep, and that is your last repeat. So here you go. Your last repeat for 5 points to send it back to Corey. In what order does Thanos collect the Infinity Stones? It's a big film. It's a long film. There's a lot of stones to collect, but let's see if Matt can do it. And 5, 4.
Power, space, reality, soul, time, mind.
And that is correct for 5 points. He rattled those off quick. He got those 5 points. That was such an impressive 5-pointer. I am amazed. Matt,
can I tell you what took me so long real quick?
But you did come back with that 5-pointer. Yeah, Matt, tell me what it took you so long on that.
I knew mind was last, and so I had put it in my mind to put it at the bottom. And then by the time I got to the end, I only had 5. And I was like, what am I missing? It's that I hadn't written down mind yet.
There you go. Well, I'm glad you did write down
the mind was in the mind.
Yeah, you saw the vision, if you will, and you now send it back to Corey, who will need to answer at least 2 questions. So, Corey, your first question is category 3, which corresponds to phase 2. So, Kelsey, whenever you're ready, you can ask a question in phase 2.
You got it. Name 2 of the 4 new Avengers that Steve Rogers and Natasha Romanoff prepared to train at the end of Avengers Age of Ultron.
Just make sure we can see your hands, Corey. Sorry. I know it's a habit. And 5, 4, 3.
Falcon and Wanda.
2. That is correct.
That is correct.
We would have also accepted James Rhodes, aka War Machine, and Vision. So with that, we now have a 1-point game. So Corey here can win it on his 3. If he misses his 3, he still has his 5. But this is it. To win the match and to face off against Stacy, Corey, you pick category number 6, which we're going backwards in time. We went from phase 2. Now we're going to phase 1. So Kelsey, whenever you're ready, the 3-pointer in phase 1.
Alrighty. Phase 1. Meet the medium question. Stan Lee is interviewed on the news for his cameo in which phase 1 film?
Hands, Corey. Sorry. I know I'm a broken record, but...
You're good.
Corey, just make sure we can see both hands when you're writing. I'm so sorry. Don't want any funny business.
Okay.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Avengers.
And your winner, Corey. Boom! You're looking for this. Ross, it was.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
What?
Hang on.
No, he was showing his hands.
I'm
It's a joke, Dill.
I'm sorry.
I get it.
Was that too heel turn for me? I'm sorry. My bad.
That's okay.
Dill, you're turning Corey into a heel.
We end a final score of 21-19, a much closer match than it looked like it was going to be after round 2, because that round 2, I'll admit, Matt, your wheel slice seemed a lot harder than Corey's, but Matt, you fought back with that 5-pointer especially. I was a little worried just because, it's 6 stones, you get 1 in the wrong order, your whole match is over. over. But I'm going to start with Corey. Corey, how does it feel to escape that narrow victory with that 3-pointer? Were you trolling us, or were you actually thinking about that answer? Were you confident with that last answer? Give us your mind process.
Avengers was the first thing that came to mind because I just remember it's kind of towards the end, and that's where they've got one of those film news montages after the Battle of New York. So I went with Avengers, and then I was just like trying to think of all the other ones, and I was like, do I waste some repeats on it, or do I just go with my gut instinct? So I went with the gut instinct, and then save the repeats for the 5 if needed.
That's great. So how do you feel now with another win under your belt? Do you feel like you're more in like that positive headspace now, coming off a loss now, getting a win? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, feeling good. Feels good to play a game with gamesmanship and actually win because of that strategy. I don't know if I needed the gamesmanship necessarily today, but hey.
And now, obviously, you got to face off against Stacy soon in a future match. How do you feel about that now, knowing you're going to be able to essentially have a rematch against her?
I'm just here to answer questions, dog.
All right.
Dark Phoenix, Light Phoenix.
All right.
It don't matter.
Matt, I know this was a tough loss for you, but I mean, I'll say right now that last round you really powered through it, and you really impressed me. As much as I'm sure the round 2 upset you, how do you feel just about the whole match? Honestly, obviously, there's a heel side of Mattfisto, but as Matt, how are you feeling about this match?
Matt and Mattfisto are one and the same. You can't separate us.
Okay.
The fact of the matter is that I don't trust you, Dylan. If Kelsey had read my round 2, I think I would have probably done a little bit better. I think the fix is in on this one a little bit. But you know, as far as it goes, I would be embarrassed to be good at this. So it's whatever, you know.
Well, and I'll say you are very good at this. I mean, you're still high in the rankings. I mean, number 1 contender is just right around the corner for you with just another few wins. But now looking back on this, you went from a loss to a win to a loss. The next one's probably going to be a win. Who would you like that win to be against? Because I know you've got your sights set on a lot of people in this league.
Chad.
Okay.
I don't really need a reason. Chad.
Okay, cool. And do you have any words just for Corey as he goes into preparing against fighting Stacy? What words do you have as a heel to another face taking on another heel?
I wish you will have a good time. I can't wish you luck necessarily. You just hope that Dylan dislikes Stacy as much as he dislikes me. I think Stacy's pretty rad. I think she's right about Dylan. I think that I'm really excited to see what she does to Corey. But you know, I hope everyone has a really great time.
Yeah.
Going with the fake news strategy, I see, Matt.
And Corey, I just have one question to ask you before we get off the stream. Like, what are you going to do in the next few days to prepare to fight Stacy? Because as we promoted this month, this is both going to happen in the same episode, but we're going to still give you a few days to like get back to the books and cram it before you fight Stacy. Like, what are you going to study in the next few days headed into that match?
I don't know. I'm just gonna answer questions, man. I'm just gonna show up. I'm gonna answer some questions like I did today.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Stacy.
Why don't you just answer some questions now?
Answering them now?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Let's go.
Corey.
Man up.
Let's go.
fucking do it.
Wait, hold on. So Stacy, we had your match scheduled for a few days from now. Like, are you sure you don't want to just wait? Like, you want to fight Corey right now?
No, I don't want to wait. Let's just do it.
All right, Kelsey, do you have questions? I have questions. Do you want to ask them?
Dill, I got questions up the wazoo.
Awesome.
If
Matt,
Stacy says let's do it now, let's do it now.
Matt, would you like to stay and hang out?
Sure.
Cool. All right, Matt, we're gonna put you up there, and Matt, you feel free to add as much commentary as you want, as Mattfisto, as Matt.
Yeah, okay. We got a peanut gallery.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Gallery today.
Matt's helping us host.
We can't let Matt ask any questions because obviously Matt can't look at the question document because he's going to be playing chat soon. But
I'll ask my own.
Corey, I have to ask you: are you okay to face off against Stacy right now?
I take out the trash on Mondays. Let's go.
All right, so I'm going to remove you both because we got to do our intros right now. Starting now with, well, let's bring her back in here to just talk about all this madness. She is a competitor who is 1 win, 1 defeat. Obviously, a very powerful fighter here in the ring because she gave me the challenge. Said, "I want the winner of these 2 men right here." Let's bring her in. The Feisty Phoenix, now the Dark Phoenix, with a record of 1-1. It is Stacy Morris. Stacy, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm ready to do this.
Okay. I just have to ask, like, did you see that match? I mean,
Oh yeah, I saw it. I was completely unimpressed.
Oh, okay, unimpressed. Do you have any words for either Matt, who's sitting next to you, or Corey, who's waiting in the wings to basically get his jab at you now?
No.
He talks too much, doesn't he?
He does talk way too fucking much. Let's get this shit on the road.
Okay, me or Corey?
Everybody.
Okay, well, let's just get the show on the
you
road.
Specifically.
Okay. I thought she was talking about Corey.
A woman who's straight to the point.
I'm trying to give people the entertainment, y'all. I'm trying to keep people on the edge of their seats in anticipation. But here we go.
We have got other shit to do. Come on, let's go.
With a record now of 2 wins and 1 defeat, it is Corey. Boom, you looking for this Ross? No costume changes because he's in the same exact spot he was before. Corey, how you feeling with the 2 minutes you had to sit out there and wait for this match?
I'm feeling good. I'm glad Stacy brought her sunglasses because she's about to witness the birth of a burgeoning star. Let's go.
She's wearing her sunglasses because of the glare off your skin.
I'm wearing my sunglasses because I don't want you guys to
my
cry
very white and tan skin.
every time I roll my eyes.
So I just want to preface one thing before we begin. Obviously, Stacy, you've gone full heel mode. You're allowed to trash talk as much as you can, but just keep in mind when we're asking the questions to the competitors, Matt, if you could just keep the heckling to a low until after the question has been asked and they share their answers. Then you're allowed to heckle away. But while they're thinking about their answers, let's just keep it a little bit more right in the right mind space for both of them.
I'll consider it.
All right, well, that's good enough for me. I guess let's get into round 1. Round 1, the players will be asked 10 questions in the realm of the MCU. Players will have about 15 seconds to write down their answer. Players will review their written answers and speak them aloud. Each question is worth 1 point. If the competitor gets all 10 questions right, they will be asked the first ever bonus question. We still have not asked it yet. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times, looking at you, Corey. Players have 3 time ice, aka repeats, and 1 Mjolnir challenge per game. I'm sorry, Corey. Corey, you're the face in this match. I will not take any more jabs at you. Stacy, you're new here, but you seem ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Corey, are you ready?
To Valhalla once more.
Okay, and Matt, are you ready?
I'm ready. Also, to get into Valhalla, you have to die in battle, so I hope that happens.
Kelsey.
I will die in battle while holding the glorious belt of this trivia league. Why
don't we get the marvelous movie match started? Huh? Why don't we do that?
That sounds good. Question number 1. This is a crazy turn of events. Let me ask the odds this time because I feel like, Matt is saying how crazy the question asking is. Let's just flip it around. Let's flip the switch.
All right.
I'm going to ask question 1. In phase 1, what year was Thor released? Thor the movie. We still not released Thor out into the world yet.
We're not talking about that TV show spun off from the Hulk TV series, right? From like the 70s or 80s?
No. Okay. We're talking about Thor the film from year in phase 1. I almost said the year, which would have been defeating the purpose. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Corey, what do you got?
2011.
That is correct. And Stacy?
2011.
There we go. Starting off
2011.
Matt is going to
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that.
I'll beat them both.
It's fine. Matt, at the end of each round, if you'd like to tell us how many you got, hypothetically, we'd love to hear it.
I got 8 in the last one, by the way.
Oh, Stacy got a perfect round.
That's a likely story.
I got 8.
Kelsey, take it away with question 2.
Question number 2. I'm sorry, just give me one moment. There I am. In what phase 2 film will you find the characters of Harley Keener, Maya Hansen, and President Ellis? This is in the category phase 2, by the way.
Yes. Not to be confused with President Mark Ellis, who is not a president. He is the co-host of the Schmodown. but still, some people
Is
might
he
think
a
you're President Ellis, and no, he's not a president. Not
Oh.
5.
I was like, president of what?
4,
A
3,
fan club?
2. May as well be because he's awesome. 1. Dark Phoenix, what do you got?
Iron Man 3.
That is correct. And Corey?
Iron Man 3.
Gotcha. You're both correct. But you're writing very lightly, so if you could just hold them a
I'll
little
try a
closer to
different
the
marker.
camera. No, it's not the marker.
No, but my markers are all, I don't know.
All right. It's okay. Just so we can see it a little bit clearer. Also, because there are 5 people on the stream now, so
he's so needy.
Why is this
Matt, you're telling me I do.
What do you want, a good product or something, Dylan? Jesus.
I feel you.
Y'all, come on. Phase 3. It's okay. I appreciate it. I like the heat. In Doctor Strange, what happens to Stephen Strange that prevents him from being able to operate ever again? Very sad. Maybe it's a good thing, depending on how you look at it. We got some negative Nancy's today, so.
Jill, I got a question for you real quick. Do you think Dr. Stephen Strange would be a good character on Grey's Anatomy?
Absolutely not. A good character, yeah, but a good doctor at Grey Sloan, probably not. 5, 4,
I think he's
3.
I think he's a good doctor.
2, 1. I just don't think he'd gel with the group, but he'd be fun entertainment. Corey, what do you got?
I got nerve damage, broken hands / fingers.
That's not the answer we had, but I'm willing to accept it because you went a little bit further. Let's just see what Dark Phoenix has. What do you have, Dark Phoenix?
A car crash, he breaks his hands.
Yeah, we were looking for a car accident, but yes, what happens to him that prevents him from being able to operate? Yes, he does have nerve damage in his hands. His hands break. So we are going to accept both those answers because you guys just kind of extended the answers there. That should have been in the answer. That is my fault. I should have included it all there. Kelsey, go ahead with question 4.
Question number 4. Ooh, I'm not used to asking the even still. This is so fun. Okay. In the category of the Avengers, which of the 5 members of Thanos' Black Order is the first to die in Avengers Infinity War? This is a good cue, Dill. I'm going to shout you out real quick.
Thank you. You wrote the questions to round 1 in the first round. I wrote the questions to round 2 in this round, or questions to round 1 in this round. We're switching it up a bit. We want to
it's a trade-off. It's a partnership here. All right, 50-50.
Yeah. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dark Phoenix, what do you got?
I can't remember the big dude's name, so I just said Cull Obsidian.
That is incorrect. Corey, what do you got?
I also said Cull Obsidian.
Everybody memorizes all of the
I said Ebony Maw.
You are correct, Matt. It was Ebony Maw. It was Squidward. He gets blasted out in space. The big guy gets his hand cut off, but then is in it to the end and then gets killed because of Hulk.
I forgot about
Scarlet. Doesn't Black Widow and Captain America and Wanda kill
Ebony Maw? No,
Ebony Maw gets jutted out at the end.
Yeah, is it after?
Yeah, that's after. So Ebony Maw dies earlier in the film.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. If you'd like to challenge, we can check the tape just to make
sure.
No,
I don't remember the order of events, I guess. But
okay.
I thought that...
Well, it's okay, because neither did Corey's here. Still tied 3-3. Moving on to question 5. In Kelsey's favorite category, I've never asked this in round 1 before. Who said it? What character says the line, "This isn't about fighting wars. It's about ending them," in the 2019 film Captain Marvel? So we gave you the film. We gave you the year. We gave you the quote. You just need to give us the character. This is, I think, our first big toughie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is a good poll, Dale.
Thank you. I wanted to step it up every match. These competitors are getting better. They need to be challenged more. That's my mindset. Rookies, you'll have easy questions. You'll have who played Iron Man. You guys, you guys don't get that question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Corey, what do you got?
Was it Marvel?
That is correct. Stacy, what do you got?
Marvel.
That is correct. 4-4. I can't believe you guys pulled that, but there it is. 4-4, still a tie game. Moving on to question 6. Kelsey, take it away.
Question number 6 in the category of villains. Who plays Gore the God Butcher in Thor: Love and Thunder?
I know what Matt's writing on his board. I know it's coming. That's why I maybe wrote this question in this match particularly. We shall see. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stacy, what do you got?
Christian Bale.
That is correct. And Corey.
Christian Bale. I'm back.
That is also correct. And
Release
Matt,
the Gore cut.
Yep, I knew you were going to say that. Question 7. In the realm of Disney Plus. I love that little intro they do. Where they have the little... Anyway, Disney Plus. In Miss Marvel, what is Bruno's response when Kamala says, "I'm a djinn"?
Read word for word.
It's 2 words we're looking for. 2 specific words, the quote. I can give you the first quote. Kamala says, "I'm a djinn." What is Bruno's response? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Corey, what do you got?
Like the alcoholic drink.
That is incorrect. Stacy,
Really close.
I said a genie.
That is also incorrect. The question, the answer we're looking for is a question. He goes, "And tonic." So that is the question with the answer we were looking for. Again, fairly new show. Not a big deal at all. Still 5-5. Still tied up.
I
as
also
all
missed
Stacy
that
versus
one.
Corey
Yeah,
matches.
because it was kind of ridiculous for a round 1 question.
A
Let's be fucking
throwaway
serious.
joke.
But
It was memorable when it happened. It happened recently. I'm not going to try to argue with you, Stacy, because you're playing heel today. But I believe the real Stacy would agree with me that it was for a question of for competitors of your caliber.
I'll
I think it's
answer
warranted,
all
but
of the questions.
we'll see. Kelsey, question 8. Go ahead.
Question number 8 in the category of Spider-Man, or men, plural, either way. In Spider-Man No Way Home, what dimension does Peter trap Doctor Strange in to prevent him from intervening with his mission?
Kelsey, have you rewatched this one yet?
No, Dill. I almost the other night, but I couldn't log into Stars. I have a Stars account, and I could have watched it for free.
Yeah. And
but I
5,
really want to.
4, damn Sony is right. 3, 2, put it on Disney Plus, you idiots. 1, and let's go to Stacy.
Mirror dimension.
That is correct. And Corey.
Mirror dimension.
And we're still tied up 6-6. This is a very fun match, very evenly paced match for the face and the heel right here. Question number 9. New releases. Name 3 of the 6 members of the Illuminati of Earth 838 in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We're looking for 3 names of 6. If you name all 6, awesome, but we only need 3. And this is going to sound annoying coming from me, but Corey, just let's make sure we can see your hands.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I just know people are going to be screaming at home, being like, oh, you know. I get those comments enough as is for other competitors. It happens, even when I was on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Corey, what 3 names you got?
I got Captain Carter, Captain Marvel, Lashana Lynch, and then Professor X.
We will accept it. And Dark Phoenix, what do you got?
I have Reed Richards, also known as Mr. Fantastic, Professor X, and Black Bolt.
Yep, we'll
also
take all those.
Mordo.
Yep, Mordo was the other name we were looking for.
No one cares about Mordo. Sorry,
yeah.
bud.
Especially when he goes by Carl Mordo.
He was in Kinky Boots.
How
dare
yes,
you?
He was. And then, didn't do it on Broadway, but I would love to see that. And Kelsey, with the final question here in this first round, take it away.
Wow, I'm the big closer. All right, in the category of actors and actresses, who plays Aaron Davis, a criminal looking to purchase weapons from Adrian Toombs in Spider-Man Homecoming?
I love this question. I wrote it, so obviously I love it.
Obviously.
I love it because of what it is.
Good. I'm glad you like the questions you write, Dill. You should be confident in yourself.
Thanks.
None of this.
Well,
I'm so bad at trivia talk. Corey was right in the beginning.
You know, I'll say I'm good at trivia, but it seems like everyone hates how I ask questions. So no, but I'll take it because we all need a common punching bag in our lives. 5, 4, 3, 2. Repeat the question. That's Stacy's first time ice, and Kelsey, repeat it away.
Who plays Aaron Davis, a criminal looking to purchase weapons from Adrian Toomes in Spider-Man Homecoming?
This movie, I think a lot of people like it a lot better than I do, unfortunately. But I love Adrian Toomes. Gotta love Michael Keaton.
Keaton, go.
Do you really have to
4,
love Michael Keaton?
3,
I think that's a stretch.
2, really? 1. That's a hot take. And Stacy, what do you got?
It's correct because Kelsey said it.
I know exactly who it is. Atlanta guy.
America.
I'm completely blanking on his name. I know exactly who it is. And I know who
Atlanta guy is correct, but that's not the answer we're looking for.
I know. I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. I'm so pissed.
That would be the Childish Gambino, a.k.a. Earn, a.k.a. Donald frickin' Glover.
That's it. We were not looking for the frickin' part of it, but we will accept it. So Corey takes a 1-point lead there. Corey with 8, Stacy with 7. I mean, this is as close as it gets. Halfway through the match, Matt, how are you feeling? What do you think about these two competitors?
Do you want to know how many I got that round?
No. Let's move it along.
Okay. All right. Well, Stacy asked to move it along, so Matt, why don't you just whisper it to me? Okay. Donald Glover. Rules of round 2. Each player will spin the wheel to determine a category. You're allowed to respin, but of course, as always, if you respin, you must take whatever it lands on. I am inevitable as opponent's choice. I am Iron Man as spinner's choice. There will be 5 questions. Players will have about 15 seconds to speak their answer. Allowed questions over 2 points. You can check down a multiple choice for 1 point. Competitors can steal. Stacy, you have 2 time heists left. Corey, you have all 3, and you each have a Mjolnir in the game. So everyone, just a technical difficulty in behind the scenes thing. My laptop died. I'm on a new laptop, and the wheel is now on my phone. So here's the wheel. Corey, would you like to spin first or spin second? Since you were in the
I will spin first.
Sounds good. All right. There's a wheel. It's spinning perfectly. No lag there. No Wi-Fi difficulties. We love
Someone's going to hack the phone.
And
let me put on my bifocals.
Scores and soundtracks is the wheel slice. Corey, would you like to keep scores and soundtracks or spin again?
I know it would be a real flex to keep this, but we're going to spin it again.
Sounds good.
Okay.
We're going to spin it again.
I know.
And here's the spin.
I'm playing the game. I'm not playing for glory.
New releases. New releases is the category. Let me just show you one more time. Yep, new releases. Kelsey, whenever you're ready with new releases, take it away.
Sure. Question number 1. In what new release will you find a troll by the name of Pip, voiced by Patton Oswalt?
I don't even know what you just said.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right. That's Corey's first repeat.
In what new release will you find a troll by the name of Pip, voiced by Patton Oswalt?
Hello, Patton Oswalt.
Eternals.
That is correct.
That is
for
correct.
2 points. Moving on to question 2. The voice of Remy the Rat himself.
That is his 6th MCU character, by the way.
Really?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He plays
Is this
5.
necessary information right now?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Question number 2. Who directed Spider-Man: No Way Home? Being very diligent with the board this round.
That would be John Watts.
That is
correct. For 2 more points. I was going to say I love the word diligent because it has Dill in it. Continue along with question 3.
Question number 3. In Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, who is the Sorcerer Supreme of Earth 838, a multiversal reality similar to Strange's own reality?
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Mordo.
That is correct.
That
for
is
2 more
correct.
points. Moving on to question 4.
Question number 4. What type of dining establishment is MJ working in during Spider-Man: No Way Home?
And
make sure we can see your hands, Corey.
4.
Donut shop.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect. So we'll ask the question for Stacy for a 2-point steal. Kelsey, take it away.
Do I have to write it down? What's round 2, right?
Yeah, you
No,
can just
you
say it
don't have
aloud.
to write it down.
But do I have? I'll let you repeat it for the people listening, I guess.
Sure. Question number 4. What type of dining establishment is MJ working in during Spider-Man No Way Home?
A coffee shop.
That is correct.
I'm going to challenge that question.
All right, we got.
There are donuts in the shop.
All right.
100%.
All right. Okay, Stacy, what is your counter to that challenge?
Why do I have to counter? I gave the right answer.
Okay.
What the fuck is that? I have to counter the right answer?
Okay, here's the deal. We're going to go to a challenge. We're going to discuss off screen, and then we'll come back with a ruling. All right, so after talking in the challenge, this is a very interesting question because seemingly, Peter Parker gets a cup of coffee, it's a cafe. Some would say it was a coffee shop, but again, there are donuts being sold there, and the actual filming location of the film itself was the Peter Pan Donut and Pastry Shop. So because Corey did say donut shop, and because nowadays we see something like Dunkin' Donuts, it's a coffee and donut shop, they go hand in hand, especially given the multiple choice answers we had as well, like sub shop, fast food restaurant.
Point, please.
It's not one of those. I'm explaining the challenge for the people at home.
He gets the points. Let's move on.
Yes, we're going to give Corey those points because he was along the right lines with that, and because that seemed like the fair ruling that we all agreed on. So Corey now takes a lead of 16-7. Moving on to the final question in his wheel round. Stacy, take it away. Or sorry, Kelsey, take it away.
I was going to say I get to make one up. Great.
Kelsey, take it away.
Alrighty. Question number 5. At what age was Shang-Chi when his father sent him to assassinate the leader of the Iron Gang in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings?
Love these age questions.
We're going to go to multiple choice.
All right.
Okay. Is it A, 12, B, 13, C, 14, or D, 15?
C14.
That is correct.
I don't know if that was a guess,
go.
but that is correct. So actually, we're into a very interesting predicament where Corey's up by 10 at the end of his wheel round with Stacy still to spin, which is exactly where he was against Matt. So let's see if Stacy can narrow that gap. If she gets a perfect round here, she will tie it up. So here's the wheel round. Here's the wheel move for Stacy. And it looks like it's going to be actors. And I am inevitable. That's the word.
That is the correct way to say it, Kelsey. No one say anything.
Sorry.
Thank
I
you,
am
Matt.
inevitable, which means Corey is going to be able to pick your category. So, Corey, let me just read them off for you. It is all the categories you're used to getting in all these rounds. It's phase 1, 2, 3, scores and soundtracks, actors and actresses, who said it, aliens, androids, and wizards, new releases, Disney Plus, and villains. Which one would you like to give Stacy for her round 2?
I'm like a Spielberg soundtrack, Jaws in the water. Scores and soundtracks.
Come on, let's do
All
it.
right, scores and soundtracks it is. So I will be giving these questions to Stacy for scores and soundtracks. Craig Armstrong composed the score to what Phase 1 MCU film?
The Incredible Hulk.
That is correct for 2 big points right there, continuing along toward that perfect round. You'll find the songs Moon Age Daydream, Hooked on a Feeling, and I'm Not in Love on which MCU soundtrack?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
That is correct. Also, check out Moon Age Daydream, the documentary about David Bowie, in theaters now. Question 3. What is the name of the Kendrick Lamar song that plays over the end credits in Black Panther, which went on to be nominated for Best Original Song at the 91st Academy Awards?
Multiple choice.
I can do that for you. Is it A, All the Stars, B, Pray for Me, C, Big Shot, or D, Black Panther? A, All the Stars is correct for another big point. All the Stars nominated for Best Original Song at the Oscars. Moving on to question number 4. How many MCU films were composed by Lord of the Rings composer Howard Shore?
None.
That is correct. For 2 points, the trick question, and Stacy is not falling for any tricks today. She knows her Lord of the Rings. She knows her Howard Shore. She knew that was 0. Moving on to question 5 to narrow it down to just 1 point. Alan Silvestri composed the score for all of the Avengers films except for which one?
Age of Ultron.
That is correct for 2 big points, and she is stuck with opponent's choice. She navigates it pretty fantastically, only checking down once, and now we have a 17-16 game going into round 3. This is as exciting as it gets, Kelsey and Matt. How do you all feel about this? Matt, you're the guest. How do you feel?
They're doing fine. Howard Shore doesn't need an MCU movie because he already made the 3 greatest soundtracks of all time.
Why are we talking still? So.
All right. Well, Stacy doesn't want to get any.
I have a lot more to say. So
to round 3. Round 3. Players will choose 3 categories. Obviously, 1 to 15. They'll correlate to 3 categories of mild, medium, and hard difficulty. 2, 3, 5 pointers. And player with the most points at the end wins. Unless it's sudden death, then we'll keep going. Players keep their hands on screen at all times. You've each used 1 repeat, which means you each have 2 left. And because you were successful in your challenge the first time, Corey, you still have it for this as well. So, Corey, you have more wins than Stacy, so you are technically the favorite in this match. And you are up by 1 point. So you will get to choose your 3 questions first. Which 3 would you like?
I'm going to go with 3, 6, and 9.
3, 6, and 9. Keeping consistent. Stacy, which 3 would you like?
1, 11, 4.
1, 11, and 4. So we're going to start with Stacy for her 2-pointer. In category 1, which is Iron Man, I will be asking... I asked Stacy's questions, so I'll continue with Stacy's questions. In the 2-pointer in Iron Man, to send it back to Corey. From what fast food chain does Tony Stark get a cheeseburger from when he arrives in America in Iron Man?
Burger King? I mean, I know that's what it was based on, so...
That is correct for 2 points. Sending it back to Corey now. Corey needs to hit his 2-pointer in category 3, which corresponds to new releases. Kelsey, new releases.
Alrighty. What new release features performances from Michael Stuhlbarg, Lashana Lynch, and Patrick Stewart?
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
That is correct. Sends it back to Stacy, who has to now hit her 3-pointer, which is category 11, which is phase 2. Phase 2. All right. Question 3-pointer in phase 2. What children's Nickelodeon character is on the watch that Harley gives Tony in Iron Man 3?
Dora the Explorer.
That is correct. Stacy, sending it back to Corey now. Corey picked the category 6, which is category of villains. Villains. Kelsey, take it away.
Okay. Question, the 3-pointer in the villains category. In which 2 films does Loki impersonate Captain America? Good old Trusty going to the board.
It's a good
Oh,
strategy.
Reliable over there.
He said he wanted to play the game this time around harder, and I've so far seen that, so that's pretty impressive. 5, 4.
Dark World and Avengers.
Can you just...
Dark World and Avengers. Thor, Dark World, and Avengers.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. The Dark World was correct, and we were also looking for Avengers Endgame. Unfortunately, when Avengers Endgame is the other correct answer. So, we are going to stick with Corey, who is going to hit his 5-pointer if he gets it right, in category 9. This is to send it back to Stacy. Now Stacy has the upper hand. The category, Corey, for your 5-pointer is Disney Plus. Disney Plus, which can apply to any of the series on Disney Plus. So Kelsey, question, Disney Plus 5-pointer for Corey.
Here we go. What is the name of the LARPer/firefighter who Clint fights for the Ronin costume and later helps Kate and Clint with their mission in Hawkeye?
For all the Marvels right here.
Brutal.
And we're only looking for the one name, the one first name or nickname.
He's a comic book character.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Not gonna
1.
get it.
And your winner, the Dark Phoenix, Stacy Morris. We were looking for Grills. His name was Grills.
Yes,
Grills
his name was Grills.
Grills is the answer to that question. A very tough
indeed.
5-pointer and a tough 3-pointer. That is a tough 3-pointer to get, especially with so many movies as they keep adding it. But both valiantly fought. First time around, Corey wins. Second time around, Stacy beats Corey. This is a matchup with and a rivalry we love to see. I'll start with you, Dark Phoenix. You've been had a few words today, but all the words have been very powerful and to the point. What would you like to say coming off of this victory?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really have much to say because it's kind of went how I expected. I know Malcolm wants to challenge me because I was disrespectful, so I will disrespect him by beating his ass.
Okay, so Stacy didn't even let me get to the question of who you want to challenge next. She wants Malcolm, and the winner of that, I will tell you, will get a #1 contender match. Because Stacy, should you win that, you'll have 3 wins. Should he win that, he'll have 4 wins. Or he'll have 3 wins. So I can't wait to see that match, Stacy and Malcolm. Any last words to either Matt or Corey? How do you think this rivalry continues? Do you foresee you playing Corey again later down the line, or even Matt?
I mean, if they ever get back up to my level.
All right. Any last words, Stacy?
Nope.
Okay, Corey. This was not a victorious second match for you, but you did win the first one. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. You get a double feature. You get 1 win, you 1 loss. I mean, you balance that pretty well. This second match was a lot harder, and you navigated
I'm going to go. Just so I mean, I don't really need to hear you guys talk. I got stuff to do.
All right. So Stacy has left the building. Corey, what are your thoughts on this? Seeing as we have 2 people who fought valiantly today. Matt, you unfortunately lost the first match. Corey, the second match. So, and I lost to Matt as well. So we're all losers here, except for Kelsey, who keeps winning. Maybe we'll just remove her from the stream soon. But Corey, you are now.
What did I do?
I'm kidding. Corey, you did fight really well today. You won that first match, and you brought it down to a 5-pointer in the second match. You should hold your head high. Where is your journey continuing from here now that you're 2-2?
To answer more questions. That's where my journey's going.
Great. We love to hear that.
Gonna answer more questions.
Yeah. And obviously,
I like that attitude.
You wanted to play the game this time, and I feel like we really got to see that.
Technically, that happened during the Avengers, just off screen. We just never saw it. So
Gotcha. Yeah, so it was in the flashback of Avengers Endgame. So in the events of it, I see what you mean, but it probably wouldn't have been ruled your way in the challenge. But that was a big challenge, the donut shop that kept you alive. How do you feel about that challenge, succeeding and getting that one?
We live by the donut, we die by the donut.
Very nice. And Matt, I know you didn't play in the second match, but did you like what you saw? Would you have won this match? You don't have to tell us.
Okay. Well, here's what I will tell you. #1, I guess I'm not challenging Stacy. I was just going to be like, and now me and Stacy, but she left, so that's fine. She deserves it. She doesn't
I don't have enough questions for that, but if you want to have that match in about a week, I could probably get it for you. But I think
she's right. She's right. She's gloriously above me, and I look forward to her just running through the league until she gets to Kelsey, who is perfect and will not be beaten. I think one day, if I can possibly make my way up there to face Kelsey, it'll be an honor. But at this point, no. As far as this match, yes, in the first match, Dylan, as you keep reminding me over and over, I did lose that first match. However, in this second match, I'll show you my tally marks. I only missed 1 question in the first round. I checked down when she checked down in the second round. And I would have had to get, and I got all of his round 3 questions. I would have won this match.
Well, Matt, that's sometimes just a look at the wheel, and you probably had the toughest wheel spin of all day. But Corey, I got to ask one last thing. I mean, you gave Stacy opponent a choice, and she kind of beasted it. Do you regret the category you gave her, scores and soundtracks, or do you think that was still the right move at the end of the day?
Nah, I just didn't know you were going to give her a cakewalk through scores and soundtracks. That's all.
Knowing the composer of The Incredible Hulk, to me, is not that easy. But, I mean, hey, you all study this stuff. The Howard Shore was a trick question, but obviously it went to someone who loves Lord of the Rings. So, the odds are just sometimes in people's favors. But again, I've gotten a lot of flack for my question rating and asking. I will do better in the next match. Or you guys are just trolling me and trying to make me feel bad. But it's okay.
I'm
Either way.
absolutely trolling you.
No, don't even say that on camera. We love it. I just love the character.
I'm trying to make you feel bad.
Okay. Thank you.
Dill, it's my favorite pastime to hurt your feelings, actually.
Yeah.
This is why I love her. Okay? This is why Kelsey and I are best friends, and we will always be best friends.
This will conclude everyone beats up on Dylan for 2 hours.
No, it's okay. And honestly, that's what we came here to do.
We'll just text him.
I knew going into this that Matt was going to bring his heel self. Stacy was going to bring her heel self. And Stacy, she left the building, but I'd love to know if she's going to continue the heel act or if she's going to be a little nicer to Malcolm, considering Malcolm's such a sweetheart. Does this rampage continue? We will have to see. But Corey, any plans to turn heel? Or are you going to stick with the face thing? What are your plans going forward now that we know that you will not be facing Stacy or Matt next? Who would you like to face next, and what is the approach in terms of character work going forward?
I would like to face the questions, and I'm here to answer questions.
All right, so maybe next time it'll be Corey versus Corey, like Loki in Avengers Endgame.
I would play myself. I would play myself in a blind match. I don't know how that could work, but
I don't know how that could work, but maybe someday we'll find out. Any last words from either of you gentlemen? I mean, well-fought match in the first match. Corey, a very well-fought match in the second one. I mean, you did have to go back-to-back 2 matches. I mean, the odds of winning 2 matches is tough as is, let alone in the same hour. But you did a great job, and you guys should both hold your heads very high. Not too high where you break your neck, but high enough so we can see that great Adam's apple. I don't know. I'm making terrible metaphors.
You stop it. Now I'm conscious.
No looking at my Adam's apple.
Yeah, Jesus,
Kelsey, you don't have one.
I know.
Kelsey, do you have
I
any last
don't.
words? Kelsey, do you have any last words for these competitors? All 3, because Stacy, I'm sure she's still listening somehow, despite being out of the stream.
She'll go back and watch this.
Yeah,
I've said it once.
Behind the scenes, Stacy is still down there, so I do see her reacting.
I've said it once. I'll say it again. The more we do these, the more nervous I get for the inevitable. Did I say it right?
You always say it right.
Thank you, Matt. The inevitable match where someone's gonna have to play me because everyone is just so knowledgeable. I feel like I was given this false sense of confidence from my title match like a year ago against Zach and JD. But I'm definitely gonna have to hit the books again and start studying the closer we get because y'all are making me nervous. I'll be honest.
Well, down the line, we will see, of course, Matt take on Chad. We're going to see Stacy take on Malcolm. But next month, we are going to be seeing the #1 contender match. And the winner of that match will play Kelsey at the end of the year for the belt. It's going to be very exciting. We're going to see JD, who played her the first time, take on Noah, who is undefeated. Noah has only won twice, but the second time he won, he beat both of the Webb family. So he technically has beat 3 competitors. So they're both worthy of the belt. But so are you, Kels, and so are these gentlemen, so is Stacy. So it's going to be a fun race at the end of the year. And hey, if we get in a title match before the end of the year, maybe we'll get in another one by the beginning of next. So any last words from Corey, from Matt, from Kelsey, from Stacy, anywhere, wherever you are? Any last words?
No.
I have died a glorious death on the battlefield. To Valhalla I shall go.
All right.
Here you go, Corey.
Everyone,
always glass half full.
That is the end of our doubleheader. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next month. And we'll see you next week for She-Hulk episodes 5 and 6. 5 and 6 review next week. See you then.